Hey y'all, what's up? I'm just doing a quick video. I just come from the post office to get all those packages out from what you all done ordered. I got a police behind me trying to get through. I guess we gotta get going so they can get through. Pull over here. They're not pulling me over, so don't worry about that. So I can get them out. So you want to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks, a month for your order. And that goes a long way when people are first trying to figure you out. And I can tell, because a lot of people ordering one item, which that's okay, it's cool. You're testing the water. You're just testing it and see what's up. You're trying to see who's on the other end of this video that you be seeing. Who is the real person? Is it a real guy? Because you can't reach a lot of these people who be on the internet selling items. And I kind of found that hard to believe when I first heard that, but you know, that's how it is. But I got those packages out. And you know to call me if you have any problems. I've mailed off about 60, 80 packages within the last 4 or 5 days, and I haven't heard one issue yet. One brother called, and he was a little concerned about his package, but it came that day. And actually, when we looked it up, the tracking number, it was due to be there that afternoon, and he had called me that morning. So it was cool because we had a real good conversation. And we was talking about a lot of things. And you can do that with me. Because I'm going to tell you a lot of the opposite of what you already learned. And I know it's going to be hard to understand or do. I told you on the other video that the number one question I got from all corners of the United States, what do you have for high blood pressure? And the number 2 question is, what do you have for diabetes? So I said I was going to do a video on both of them. I ain't been able to sit down and do it yet because I'm very busy. And then when I sit down and do it, I want to be able to be comfortable and do it. I'm doing this on the go because, you know, I figured I incorporate my time in between drives and I can get in a little video. But the number 2 question is, what do you have for diabetes? And again, that is a lifestyle change. It is not a pill. I know what you've been taught all your life. And if you've been holding on to this for 4, 5, 10 years, it's because the people who you've been getting information from and who you've been dealing with are taught to maintain your illness. So they teach you how to maintain your illness instead of reversing it. Now, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So you got to do some work. You got to put the work in, baby. I told y'all I get up at 4:30 in the morning, around in there every morning. And plus I got a day thing I got going on, you know, make a little money. But I put in the work. And when I got into health, I had to put in the work. And that's what you're going to have to do. Now, they tell you can still eat bread and potatoes and pasta, chips of any kind. It don't matter if it's veggie chips or any of that. You're not supposed to be eating it right now, that, you know, with your diabetic issues. All right? You are only to be doing Veggies, it depends on the level that it has gotten to. And of course, I'm not a doctor, so if you must, or you have to, check with your doctor before you do anything Health Daddy says, or take a Health Daddy Wild product, because that's what we recommend that you do. We're not trying to take doctor's place or any of that. We don't even do what they do. Actually, I'm gonna tell you a lot of the opposite of what they doing, because I don't. You shouldn't be eating pasta and stuff. Turkey, chicken, these kind of things keep the blood the diabetic issues with you. And remember, you're trying to reverse them. So if you think you can eat chicken with the skin off, salmon, fish, tilapia, especially if it's fried. So remember what it's fried in. It's fried in a breading. And when you eat breading, well, guess what it does? It turns into sugar. It digests into sugar. Any starches you eat digest into sugar. So you're going to have to go a period of time, in my opinion, if you are so-called diabetic, you got to go for a period of time without ingesting any of these things. And if, like I said, it depends on the level of it. You probably can't even have fruits. But do a little test. I've said this in my videos before. The reason why a lot of diabetics, in my opinion, that's just my opinion, can do fruits is real fruits from nature, real fruit sugars don't raise the blood sugars. Seeded watermelons regulate the blood sugar, from what I've learned. Now, you can easily find this out. Just after you eat a little bit, check your blood sugar. Now, if you on insulin and it's really that bad, then I wouldn't try that. But let me tell you how I know that real fruit sugars don't usually raise the blood sugar is I get physicals for my first job. And one time I went in, and I don't remember them doing this, but they said, we're going to check your urine for sugar. And I was a little bit disappointed. I said, hold on, you didn't tell me y'all was going to be doing that? And the reason why I was kind of upset is because I had just eaten a big old bag of cherries. They was, now I don't get into organic and all that all the time. It's been manipulated. But I had just eaten a big old bag of organic cherries, like, on my way over there. And I said, dang, this is going to be manipulated. They're going to try to put me on insulin if my blood sugar's high and all that. And after I told them that, they wanted me to do it anyway. So I did in the cup. And guess what? Had no sugar in my blood. Had no sugar in my, I ain't gonna say I had no sugar in my blood. I had no sugar in my urine. It wasn't a big spike or anything. So it didn't raise my blood sugar. It didn't do anything, in my opinion, to my blood sugar where it was out of whack. Because the body's like a computer. Those cherries had enzymes. And the enzymes in them cherries communicated with my body and told my body what it was. The cherries, full of vitamin C and fiber, and it took the sugar and used it for energy. And that's what the body does when it knows what the sugar is, and the item you eat communicates with the body. So it used the blood sugar as energy. Fiber. Cherries always make me go. Really, number 2 is what I'm talking about. They are the best fiber I can eat. So eat plenty of cherries. Make sure it don't raise your blood sugar. Ask your doctor about that. I like the Rainier cherries. I cannot wait till they come out in season. If you don't know what the Rainier cherries is, that is the yellow and red cherries. Those are really good and packed with fiber. And I love them. The Rainier cherry. And right now we're able to get seeded watermelon, so I'm enjoying those. And let me tell you, like I said, check with your doctor before you do anything that Health Daddy Wild do. I juice the watermelon rind. So if you diabetic or have these blood sugar issues, check with your doctor before you do that. And if you just decide to do it on your own, check your blood sugar after you do it. Just like what you do with everything else. And stay away from the pasta. And I don't know why some people think rice ain't pasta. It don't matter if it's white rice, black rice. If you're diabetic, for the meantime, stay away from it. Meats, cheese, yogurt, dairy, all of it. And if you deal with Health Daddy, I'm gonna help you reverse whatever you got. But if you go against me, then we're not gonna. We're not gonna be on the same page. Now you did it your way all your life and other people's way, and you still have this problem. It's time for change. And that's what I'm about. Get out of the same old. It's not helping you, apparently. Else you would be better. I hope that makes sense. In my opinion, and in nature's opinion, you're not supposed to be having something for 5 years. You should not be holding on something negative like that for 5 years. And they keep stay the course. Stay the course. Keep doing what we tell you to do. I went against that. No, I wasn't gonna keep on doing that. I was at a 42 waist. I wasn't gonna keep doing that. And I've kept the weight off for 15 years. I'm at a 34. I can't get no bigger. You would think more people will come to me for weight loss, especially people I know. And this is not a knock on anybody, but there's a lot of people I know who can't lose any weight. And they keep doing the same thing. First thing we say is, we gotta go to the gym. I gotta go to the gym, Health Daddy, to lose weight. Being in the gym is good. Walking is good. But when are you gonna learn that it has to do with what you're putting in your body? And a lot of people, they don't want to hear what I got to say because it's going to change their lifestyle. And that's a hard thing to do. Something you've been doing all your life since you was little. Cereal. Health Daddy, I could eat cereal. Not in Health Daddy's world, you can't. You can't do cereal. You can't do dry stuff. Check trail mixes and all that. Not until you get it under control. And it may take weeks, months, may even take a year. Depends on how long you had it. And that's another question I get. How long do you think it might before these start working? Let me give you the answer to that. And I notice a lot of people buying 1 bottle of herbs, and that's fine. You test, I probably would too. But sometimes you see results in a week or 2. Sometimes it takes 30 days. Sometimes it takes up to 90 days before you actually get an effect of herbals. I mean, just think about it. You've been sick for 5 years. You think you're going to get well in 30 days? That's not reality. That's why I say it's a lifestyle change, and it's going to take a minute. Probably. I don't know. I know when I got on my lifestyle change, that was it. I had a lifestyle change. I wasn't going back. I wasn't going back to the headaches, the backaches, the blurriness, the fogginess, the constipation. People ask me, you missed the Thanksgiving and dinners and all that? Hell no. I don't miss. Why would I miss any of that? All that stuff made me sick. You know what I'm saying? It made me sick. It made me feel the worst I ever felt. No, I don't do that. But you know what I do on holidays? I'll bake me some cauliflower in a minute. I'll bake 2 or 3 of them. Then throw me some veggies in there with it. Have me a nice old roasted vegetable dinner. And you know what? Once you get it under control, the diabetes, you can also make a gravy out of chickpeas or almonds. Just like the flour gravy, except you won't be using, the flour, the all-purpose flour and all that other stuff. You won't be using that. You'll be using chickpeas, ganzamba beans. They got almond flour. They got quinoa flour. Quinoa, that's a rice substitute. But you still don't do that until you get it under control. It's just veggies for you, young man. And not carrots. Carrots are full of sugars. And them baby carrots, they GMO. I don't prescribe to them baby carrot things. So if I was you, I'd stay away from them. I don't like orange carrots at all. I don't. But this video is longer than I thought. And I got to go out and buy some supplies, and that's what I'm doing for the stove. And I'm gonna give you all the ones that are new to me, and what we're doing. I'm gonna give you a video of where your products are coming from, just by store, what it look like, and all that. You'll love our little store. If you was here in Louisville, Kentucky, if you happen to be here sometime or another, stop by. Say, hey, Daddy, how you doing? I'm there majority of the time. Although it is time to get on that fishing lake. Well, Daddy, what you doing on the fishing lake? You don't eat fish? You ain't got to eat fish to be on the fishing lake. You ain't got to eat fish to fish. I fish, we throw them back. Well, that is cruel. Well, they get on the hook again sometimes. You got to take them off 2 or 3 times. But it's a relaxation. I enjoy talking to my brother-in-law while we're out there. We are relaxed. We're sitting out there in a chair and don't have a care in the world. Out there eating on my fruits and vegetables and drinking my water. No, I don't miss any of that stuff. And next time, I'm going to talk about why the so-called black men I don't like labels. That's me. But why do we have prostate issues so bad compared to other people, other races? And I'm gonna break it down from my perspective and see if it makes sense. We do a lot of things that other so-called races don't do. And then once I tell you about it, you'll understand why I think that way and see why it could be. So we're going to talk about that prostate. And in order to get that prostate together, you're going to have to change some things. The prostate is inflamed and you still want to keep drinking alcohol and stuff. You can't do that. You got to let that sucker heal. It's inflamed for a reason. All right, I'm into 20 minutes with the video, but that prostate is inflamed for a reason, and you got to figure out how to take that inflammation down, and I know how to do it. Well, Daddy, how you know how to do it? Because mine is not inflamed. I don't have anything that so-called black men suffer from. I don't have anything. Well, how we know it, Health Daddy? Well, I take physicals. I have a CDL, and the doctors in there think I'm some commodity or some, some rare species nowadays. Man, and it's weird. Think about it. That's weird. But a doctor go in and say, here's your paperwork. Come back. We'll see you in 2 years. That's what it is when it's normal CDL procedure. 2 years. I've never, and I'm, hop, skip, and a jump away from 60. I've never had to come back any sooner. They telling people business. Kinda, they not telling it so much. They're not naming names, but they like, look, the people in your field, they got to come back 6 months, every 6 months, cause the sugar's so bad, cause the eyesight is so bad due to sugar issues. The blood pressure's high, so we can't let them drive. We got to monitor them every 6 months. Some every 3 months, every 6 months, every year. Some, but ever since I've been there, 20 years, I come back every 2 years. Nothing's changed. Even when I first got there is when I was having my health issues. So I hadn't gotten to the point where that I couldn't work. I couldn't have my CDL. And I've helped people, I've helped men on their last leg, didn't know where else to go. And the job told them, if you don't get the sugar down, you're not going to be able to drive. And for the life of me, that is the only reason why they come to me. It was their last resort. They don't have nowhere else to go. And they said, throw their hands up and say, you know what? I give them a try. And they want to, go back and forth with me on how I handle these things, me. And I tell them I'm not a doctor. But they said I could. I said, well, do it then. Do it. Do it what they say. They ain't working for you, is it? Because you can't go back to work if you don't try something else. And it is that is why they, they start, well, okay, I'll give it a shot. And sure enough, one weekend, the guy came to me on Friday, and he had to have a test on sugar test on Monday, and guess what? Sugar was down, where he could drive again. He called me, man, it worked. He's really surprised, but I wasn't surprised. I know what's up. So, I'm just telling you, I'm here for you. When you need me, you gonna keep doing it their way, then that's fine. I'll even take you, I'll teach you. Even when you're desperate, and I know you didn't have nowhere else to go, and you came to me. Even that, I'm not gonna hold that against you. I'm still gonna help you. All right, with that said, I got to get in here, folks, and do a little shopping. Have some things to get. We're going to do this again. I'm going to let you know about that prostate. You shouldn't be trickle when you go to the restroom. You shouldn't have trickles. And it feels like you're not emptying your bladder. That's going to catch up with you in the worst way. Now, wishing nothing on you, I'm just telling you. If you don't do anything about it, if you keep doing same old, it's going to eventually stop working. And you might have to get one of them catheters stuck up there so that you can get some relief, because that it won't come out the hole, fellas. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.